Hey there, Jennifer Rachel Hootie here, founder of ConsciousCopy.co, and in this short video, I'm going to share with you how we work at Conscious Copy and actually give you an example and a flow of how we work. So the very first step that we take in creating really awesome copy that connects and converts is we do our research. And so we do our research in multiple different ways. One of the ways is I personally, Jennifer, interview the client. We have a specific process of really identifying the positioning of the influencer, the language that they use, and also getting really clear of who is that ideal client that they want to focus on in this specific campaign or overall, and then what their offer is, and making sure that we have all the components on our end. Along with that, our team will ask for specific content if you have videos or past pitches that you've done around the specific offer that have worked well, or anything that you can provide to us or guidance to get that research. And a lot of the times we'll go ahead and do research on our own as well if there's any missing components. The reason why we really focus on the niche that we do is because most of our clients have a very similar client, so we have spent hundreds and hundreds of hours studying the ideal client of the. Typically, it's a beginner, intermediate, or advanced entrepreneur, business owner. That's the typical target client that our clients help. So I'm going to give you a quick example. Once we compile all that information and we walk through what funnel we're going to create, a lot of time we have specific templates ourselves as far as webinar campaigns that work really well as far as the structure or the funnel flow. So we'll make recommendations, but we also are very, we work in partnership with our clients. So if our client has a specific way that they want to create the webinar, of course, we're going to facilitate that. And once we write the copy, we create things in chunks. So it makes it impossible to misunderstand. Here's a quick example. So we did some webinar swipe files for this client's partners. We provide notes of just sharing, like here's each area's, like blue is highlighted to placeholder the person's name, or green is where you make sure to insert the link if we don't have the link already. We give the flow of these emails. So these are actually partner emails. So there's a number of different places where the partner specifically has to input the information. But as you can see, it's really self-explanatory, easy, clean. We have our editors go through all of these and make sure that they are spotless as far as spelling and grammar. Also, when we're doing a lot of bigger campaigns, we do a lot of split tests as far as subject lines. Here's the webinar confirmation emails for this client. And so we go through that. And then there's multiple different campaigns within this one. I believe there's a total of 24 emails. But I want to show you something that is a lot more unique than what any copywriter does. Number one, what we do is we actually help track and optimize the webinars. So, for example, with this client, their tech team usually will input these numbers, but we create the Excel spreadsheet, we manage it, and then we make tweaks, revisions, and optimize the emails based on these numbers. So, for example, this was a partner webinar. They didn't end up filling in all of the information here because they had to get it from the partner. But as you can see, we track the open rates, click rates, the time that we send them. And as you can see, there's quite really high open rates, high click rates. But what will happen, for example, this was the very first webinar that we did with this client. We noticed, on the downsell emails, email 2, there's a lower click rate compared to some of these other ones. So we went ahead and optimized that email. We created a new version of it or tweaked the last one, making sure that we increase this click rate. And then as you can see too, we track the numbers. So before this client in particular wasn't making any sales with their follow-up sequence in their webinar, and from implementing our process within their first 4 webinars that they did, they actually quadrupled their investment with us. So that was no sales that they were making on the back end of their webinars. So as you can see in the very first one, they did really quite well, especially for the amount of people who came. Again, we recognized that, I believe in this one, yeah, we had a down sale. So we immediately revamped those because we want to continue to get awesome results. Even though this was an awesome result for this client in particular, we wanted to do better. So we do 4 rounds of optimization with the webinar funnels or with any of our funnels that we do. So this is just a quick snapshot of how we work. And then of course we went to, in this example, we created a version 2 emails that we wanted to test and tweak in the upcoming webinar so that we can constantly do better. So that's just a quick snapshot of who we are, how we work, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Again, my name is Jennifer Rachel Hootie.